rolling. Just check the stream, make sure we got good.
Yeah.
Got good volume. Okay. Shalom. Shalom, Maki.
Shalom.
All right. Of course, you know, we the brothers here, Great Millstone Atlanta Church, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Awashai with another live show. But before we get started, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Bachakadash. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. Peace, safety, and much love to the elect that's scattered around the four corners of the earth, giving our diligence to make the calling of election sure. Shalom, you and your families. Tonight, we're going to be dealing with the different administrations of the church and why it's important for brothers to fulfill their office to the best of their abilities, of course. Now, when you understand a thing or two about this truth, you understand that this is the business of Yahweh Bashim Awashai. Okay, this truth is a business. The Lord is basically setting up the nation of His people and establishing a government on the face of the earth. And whenever there's a government that's being established, it comes in the form of a business. Okay. Now, when you have a business, you have administrators within that business, whether it's a manager, you know, a assistant manager, a CEO, a president, assistant senior manager. You may have you have coordinators. You know, you have all kind of different tasks and offices so that that business can run smoothly. Okay, and that is the same thing that is to be applied within the truth. Okay, we have brothers that have a particular administration within the body. It should be exercised according to the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Awashai. And brothers have to learn to respect the administration within the body and not break order. So we want to get a few things in the scriptures to show that, you know, the Lord chose us to be, you know, administrators within His body. Now, of course, we have superiors. All right. When you come into something that's already been established, you're going to have superiors. All right. And the superiors that we have are the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, starting with Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Bakar on down. OK, those are our superiors. They give us the commands and, you know, the things that we need to fulfill within our church. OK, so we have to abide by that foundation. OK. Now, I want to get that word administration in the Edom Online, and then we're going to go into the scriptures. And Lord willing, this is edifying to you brothers. And shalom to all of you brothers on the comment board. Babakashai, you know, leave precepts, you know, add to the stream. We're going to try to get you brothers precepts, fit them in there. You know, y'all brothers add to the spirit, you know. So shalom, y'all bashim al so we can get that etymology.
So this is administration. The Greek word diakonia, or diakonia, says service, ministering of those who.
That's in the Edom Online.
It's lucky. This is blue letter.
Get it on the Edom Online. Okay. Cover shot. Even though I know there's going to be some good stuff in there, but I want to get the etymology of it. So we have a proper understanding of the word administration.
Okay. This is administration. It says act of giving or dispensing.
Yeah, see, an act of giving or dispensing. Now, that's where the word minister comes out of administration. Okay. Ad means to serve, and minister means servant. Okay. Okay, so it's a servant that's serving. That's what the administration is. It's a servant that's actually serving. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it says management, help, cooperation, direction, guide.
Right. And I want to go up a little bit because at the management, it says of a business or property.
Yep.
See, so we have to manage the business of Yahweh Bashim Shah according to our office. All right. We have to make sure that it's running properly, that, you know, brothers are holding themselves accountable to the orders that's being pushed out by the apostles, making sure we holding ourselves to the standard of the scriptures, that we measuring up to the stature of Yahweh Shah to the best of our ability, that the business or the truth is actually growing. Brothers is coming up on the level. Brothers went from failing tests to passing tests. You know, you starting to see brothers step more into their service, okay, contributing more, being more charitable. This goes into good management of a particular business. Was this being the business of Yahweh Bashim Shah? And we have to be careful with how we approaching this ministry, man. All right, this like I always say, this ain't just no McDonald's job.
Right.
You know, this ain't just you know, you got a fruit stand on the corner or something, or you got the luxury, you know, open up your doors whenever you want to.
Right.
You know, this thing is a consistent ministry, daily. The scripture speak about the daily ministration. Okay, right. Go ahead, bro.
Keep going on the
yeah, just a few more.
Okay, it says aid, help, cooperation, direction, to help, assist, manage, and then when you go to the breakdown of the word, like you said, add is to, and ministrare is to serve, attend, wait upon.
That's right. So you are to serve. All right, you are to serve within the body. Okay, whatever you can contribute to the ministry, you need to make sure you contributing it to the best of your ability. Okay. The scriptures say do nothing by partiality. So you need to ask yourself a question of how devoted are you to the ministry? Could you be giving more? And if you can, what are you doing to improve your service to the Lord and to the flock?
Here's a good one. Executive power in a government.
Oh man, you know, executive power in the government. All right. Now this is a government of Yahweh Bashim Shah. The 144,000, which we're striving to be a part of that number, and that number is a government. Okay, it's a number of rulers of Israel that have to be sealed. So when you come within the fold, you have to make sure that you falling right in the lines of your rank and you fulfilling your office to the best of your abilities. Okay, holding yourself accountable to the service of Yahweh Bashim Shah, as Paul did. All right, and remembering that a part of the service is caring for the sheep. That's why a majority of the service or the ministry is centered around doing the work, because we're doing the work for other brothers to come up on a level. That's why we go to the highways and byways. That's why we do these live streams, these videos, classes, extra camps. That's why we read, study, you know, pray. We do all of these things, of course, so that we can be saved, but also we do these things for other brothers so they can come up on a level. So it's an actual service. And you have to ask yourself, how much are you giving to the service? Or are you just always worried about yourself? And that's not what administrators do. Administrators control, they guide. Like if you work in a particular facility, you have a manager, and the manager controls the setup. He sets the schedules, the pay rates, all of that. He sets the whole store up. You know, whatever advertisement needs to go up. He brings down certain consequences, repercussions for lack of you know, fulfilling your duties. You know, the manager or the administrator guides and controls that. Okay, and that has to be the same thing within the body. You have to do it according to your office. Okay, so let's give me Proverbs 22 and 29, and then I'm gonna let brothers grab what they got.
All right, this is Proverbs 22 and 29. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men. Yes,
the scripture say you see a man diligent in his business, he shall stand before kings. And why is that? Because great men will desire your work. You know, great men will be like, oh man, he can offer exclusive work.
Right.
And that's what Yahweh Shai is looking for. All right. If we diligent in this business, we're going to stand before the ultimate king, Yahweh Shai, King David. All right. All the great kings that in the scriptures were written of in the scriptures, we'll stand before those kings. Okay. If we diligent in our business, in our service. All right. So that therefore, you know, the Lord has set up administrations within the body. So you'll have a reason to work.
Right.
You know, if you just there idle, you in the camp, you don't know what to do, you don't have nothing to do, you know, there ain't no type of order, no type of setup, you know, you're gonna be idle as hell, man. Right. But if you got something that you need to constantly be fulfilling on a weekly basis, all right, and on a daily basis, you're gonna give diligence to make sure you complete that task, and it's gonna cause you to grow within your work, and then ultimately you'll be before Yahweh Shai receiving the crown for your work. Okay, and then he'll be able to use you on a higher level and prepare more work for you. Okay, and that'll be in the kingdom of heaven. All right. So I just wanted to get that, and y'all brothers can go ahead and grab what y'all had. You know, y'all got the floor.
Yeah, I had something go what time I was going into as far as this being business of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, this is Romans 12. Really, you can start from the top and read the whole chapter because it goes into the whole body topic. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to just jump to verse 10 and point to verse 11. It says, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another. Verse 11, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. See, yeah, so it says, the point was what it said, not slothful in business, man. You know, and each and every brother is a minister of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, set up in your rightful lot, man. Mm-hmm. All right, so whatever lot the Lord sets you up in, you can't be slothful in that, man. Because then you'll be what? You'll be slothful in business. Slothful in business, the business of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and then it says to be fervent in spirit. You know, that's why Apostle Paul always says, brothers gotta be on fire. You know, the word fervent goes back to fever, hot. You know, zealous. Yeah, zealous, to be zealous, you know. And it says serving the Lord. As you brought the definition or the etymology of minister or administration goes back to being a servant. Man.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, so we got to serve the Lord, which really is through serving the brothers.
Yeah.
Serving the brothers, serving the people. People you know, that watch the videos. And right now we serving the people.
That's right.
You know, by you know sacrificing our time, sacrificing sleep. You know, to push this gospel, man. You know?
That's right.
Yep, that was it.
Con, you got something more?
Yeah. This is 1 Corinthians 12, going into the administration.
Con, you know what? Before you get there, let me get this real quick because we're gonna deal heavily in that. That chapter. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and 17. Just going on with the business aspect. You know, and how you're supposed to carry yourself in this body, okay? Because within the body, you have different functions within the body, okay? Let's use a human body as an analogy. And one human body, that body does hundreds of functions.
Right. You
sneeze, you cough, you blink, you grab, you know, you walk, you talk, you hear, you listen, you scratch. Okay, you have intercourse. It's all kind of functions. You use the bathroom, you know, for waste. You know, it's all kind of different functions from one body, and that's the same thing within the church. It's all kind of different functions, and you have to let that body flow and function according to the administration. This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 17. It says, my son, go on with thy business in meekness. So shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved. You know, so in your business, you just want to be a brother, a humble brother that's just working, quiet. You know, scripture says study to be quiet. You know, and then it's going to, in return, it's going to cause you to be what? Promoted. Okay, it's going to cause you to be promoted. But them guys that be on the job site bragging, acting like they're the cream of the crop, nobody can do what they do. those be the ones that ain't giving him no raise. Can't stand him, man.
Yeah.
You know, and because you move in meekness and humility, and you just do your work, it's going to cause you to go before you. How about Shema Shot?
That's right.
You know, so I just wanted to bring that out.
If I can ask you that too. That's why James, the first chapter, it says to receive with meekness. You grab the word, it's able to save your soul.
Yeah.
A lot of times, the way you start is the way you end, man. You know, at least you, of course, you repent and you change. But like you said, guys come into the truth. They pick up the truth, but they proud. You know, they not sincere. They self-willed. So what happens is it don't end up good for you, man. You know, for a brother that's sincere and that's humble, receive with meekness, and he keeps that spirit going. Hey, we said, hey, man's on the job. Hey, you know, this guy, he's doing his thing. He's working hard.
Yep.
You know, bring to the next level, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know,
get his job done. He never cause no problems.
That's right.
He's good at it. He's very accurate. He cause you to be exalted, man. You know. But now we can jump into that 1 Corinthians 12.
Okay, Con. I started through
like 4.
Yeah, start 4. Yeah.
3, 4.
This is 1 Corinthians 12:4. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. All right, so ultimately the Spirit is coming from Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai dispersed different attributes, okay, amongst the elect. Okay, you got some men that are good, good teachers. All right, some men that are good, you know, that are prophets. All right, and so on and so forth. There's many lots within the body, which is, you know, we're pretty much going to go into anyway. But this is verse 5, and it says there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. Okay, and there's that administrations, you know, which is the gist of this lesson, which is going into the different ways that you can serve the Lord. Okay, because there's, you know, that word administration, like brothers went into, means to serve. So the Lord has set different ways or different how do I say, categories and different you know, things where you can serve them. Like if you look in an office, I'm glad you said that, because you know, in an office building, right, you have different departments. Okay, you have the, you know, especially within a county department. You have the taxes. Okay, you have a department that deals with the judicial side.
You got clerks. You know, you got the clergy. You got the sheriff at the front. You know, you got the lawyers, the attorneys, and that's what makes the whole courtroom function. You know, you got to have all of those pieces of the puzzle. What is the judge without, you know, his assistants there to help him bring the documents to the table? You know,
the bailiff.
The bailiff. You got all of these different offices within that one courtroom, and it helps it. And they all have a particular task that is not to be frowned upon. The judge don't frown upon the bailiff because he's not a judge. You know, he understands his function and he respects that. And he, you know, he understands that it's adding to his judgment. Right. You know?
I'm gonna keep going. It says, and there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh all in all.
So we're dealing with the courtroom structure now. You know, even though there's differences of administrations and offices within the courtroom, it's all working according to the code of America. All right, they all are doing that to uphold the laws of America. Okay, everybody is in the right mind frame. All right, if a judge make a ruling on something, the courtroom is pretty much going to be in favor of whatever the judge rules, because they're trying to stand for their law, even though a lot of times it's unjust, but they still working towards forwarding their government, forwarding their law, pushing their law on people, man. And that's the same thing with us. Okay, we have the laws of Yahweh Shema Shai. He set us up in the church, and we have to give brothers that room to function so they can grow in their office. Okay, and real quick, I want to grab this real quick. This is Romans 11:13. It says, "For I speak to you Gentiles, and as much as I am an apostle of the Gentiles." This was Paul speaking. And Paul put his rank out there. He said he was an apostle of the Gentiles. It says, "I magnify mine office." So because Paul was pretty much ahead in the church of Yahweh Shema Shai, he said he magnified his office. And why is that? Because Paul was pretty much over all of the churches. Okay, Paul and Peter was over all of the churches. Okay, so Paul said, "I magnify mine office," man. Okay, and he had to do so. So that therefore he was able to write letters to other churches. You know, he was able to go out and exhort, travel, help build up. So he had to magnify his office, man.
That's right.
Okay, it's verse 14. It says, "If by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh." All right. So Paul said he may provoke to emulation. The word emulation means to provoke one in a manner to as you are. Okay. Roughly paraphrasing. Matter of fact, let me just get that word real quick. He spoke about provoking to emulation. And if I'm not mistaken, I think emulation is synonymous with imitate. So Paul was trying to get the rest of the church to basically imitate how he was moving in the spirit. It says to provoke to jealousy or rivalry, to provoke to anger. But that's not the one I was looking for. But matter of fact, I'm gonna just get it real quick. Emulation. Okay. All right. Is emulate. It says match or surpass a person or achievement, typically by imitation. So Paul was trying to provoke them, the rest of the church, to be like him. So he had to do what? He had to magnify his office in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, showing you that Paul understood at the order, ranking, and administrations. Okay? That's just like when you come on a job, and if you're new to a job, what they say? Hey, well, you shadow him. Shadow him. Follow him because he's good at what he do. Just look at only thing you do this whole week, you just shadow him. You just watch what he do.
Right, understudy.
Yeah.
And that's what Paul was saying.
That's why Paul he echoed. I think in 1 Corinthians, he said what? He said to be followers of me as I am a follower of Yahweh Shai, because he understood that by you following him, it's not in a carnal sense. But in a spiritual sense, then you following after his works, his pattern, his movements in the spirit, and go right with that definition, man.
Yeah, if I could add to your brothers, even in an office setting, since we're speaking on administration and things like that, you even have such a thing as interns. Interns are the ones that they basically starting out in the field, okay. And, they are basically learning the trade, like the brother said. You learn under someone, you shadow someone. That's considered to be an intern, where you're basically putting in time, okay, under someone with experience, all right? Which, through the spirit, when we all came into this church, truth, lucky, we were actually interning under our elders and apostles.
Yep.
Okay. Learning and studying, being an understudy, and just trying to soak the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. Everyone's got it.
Yeah, and that's the ranking of it. Before you could come into a camp and serve Yahweh Shema Shai, you got to be a student. All right. If you're new to this thing, just watch the video. Show diligence in watching the videos. Okay. Get your foundation down pat. Okay. Show consistency on videos. Okay. Show yourself on the streams, dropping precepts, give consistency in that. And then you'll graduate from, actually being out at the camp, standing on the other side. Okay. Then you give diligence in that. Then from there, you get built up to another level. Then the Lord brings you into the camp. Right. Then from that point, you learn to read with punctuality. You learn to go to scriptures. You learn to, read louder and hold, get signs and hold posts and be on time. You learn that aspect of it. Then from that, you grow to a strong reader, to a speaker.
That's right.
But you got to be willing to go through the processes. Like in corporate America, you got laborers or entry level. You know, then you go from that. You may graduate up to a administrator. Okay, then from an administrator you'll go to a manager. Then from a manager you'll go to a coordinator. Then from a coordinator you'll go to a senior manager. Then from a senior manager, you'll go to an assistant senior manager. Then from an assistant senior manager you go to a senior manager. Then from a senior manager you go to a vice president, or no, district. You go to a district manager. Then from a district you go to a regional management. Then from regional you go to vice president. Then from vice president you go to CEO. But before you can get to all of those steps, you just had to come in the entry level.
Yep, that's right.
You know?
That's right.
And that's the same format that Yahweh Shema Shai uses in administration. Okay? He builds you up from one level to the next. You got to go from faith to faith. You can't skip steps and stages.
Right,
okay?
Right.
When you come into the truth, if you are a low-ranking brother, you got a few brothers over you, don't worry about trying to catch up to that brother. You just deal in your office.
Right.
Okay? You do what you have to do within your office, then the Spirit of the Lord is going to promote you. But if you're not doing your necessary functions, don't expect to get promoted, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's what you call seeking preeminence.
Yeah.
Seeking a particular role or a particular position, which I'm sure all these brothers can attest. When you receive a position, you don't actually seek that position. It just the Spirit of the Lord provides it for you, through time. But wait for the Lord to put you in a particular position. Don't try to seek and try to be the top. Like these guys, you got a lot of these guys. The Spirit has us going in on these Adam added guys and these upstarts,
right?
Which that's a good example of men that are seeking to skip those steps and try to go straight to a district manager position.
Yeah, and those be the main cats on the job. Man, how much you got? How much was your raise? Don't worry about my raise, man. What's your rank? What's your position title?
Yeah,
man, that's bullshit, man. Yeah. Hating, inwardly hating. They'll be them type of dudes on the job site, man. Just want to be over every damn body, but don't want to put the work in and go through the proper channels in order to properly grow within the company, man. That ain't right.
That's right. Okay,
you have to learn to actually embrace your office, whatever level that you at. Embrace that level, man. Deal with that particular level. Okay?
That's right.
Make sure you're using that level to grow and you getting all the curriculum you need within that level so you can go to the next level.
Right.
Because if you try to skip steps and skip stages, then you're gonna miss something, and then something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen in the spirit, and it's gonna cause you to not know how to deal with it.
Right.
Because you didn't deal with your course.
That's right.
That's something. Bring it out, bro.
This is First Peter's chapter 5. I'm starting at 5 points of verse 6. This is likewise ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yeah, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For the Most High resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble, man. Yeah, so for a brother that's coming to the truth with his mind set on, as Apostle Bar said, that social media starting, you're not starting off on a good foot, man. All right, Scripture say the Most High resisteth the proud, man. It says, there's a point. It says, verse 6. It says, humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that He may exalt you in due time. So it's like a spiritual threshold that you gotta weigh under. And over the course of time, once you endure that and you master that level, so to speak, now the Most High He'll raise to another level, man. But it's all on how about Shemiah's time. That's why it says be under His hand. You gotta be under the power of the Spirit of the Most High. All right, and until He decides to lift that threshold, man. But for you to just go about it, in a self-will fashion, you just run to the top of your own will. It's not gonna work, man. Because it's totally out of the Spirit.
Absolutely.
That's pretty much the point.
You know, and that's right. You know, to add to what the brother's saying, if you're looking to be exalted, understand that it's a way that the Lord exalts you, man. And you really shouldn't even look for it. The only thing you're supposed to look forward to is just handling your work.
That's right.
Handling your office. That's it. When the time comes to be, you know, promoted, then, you know, you'll accept it.
Yeah. Hey, and that's, brothers here can attest to it. Brothers that was like you know, through the spirit when it's organic. Because you never been looking for it. You just, brother, like, as you just said, you just working, you know, being humble, you know, doing your videos, being a brother. And then you know out the blue, hey, bro, from now on, this is where you're going to be oh, for real?
Yep.
All right, well, yeah. You know, you wasn't expecting it, man.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's through the spirit.
Yep.
You know, but these guys that are trying to force their way there and trying to skip steps and skip levels,
right,
bro, that's GMO way of going about it, man.
Yeah, it's coming. That's a genetically modified way of coming up on a level.
Right. That's right.
You gotta let the process take place.
That's right.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, hey, you know, like brother said, you know, being organic, just grown, slow process, you know, and just take your time, you know, because they have a saying, what, fine wine don't happen overnight.
You can't age fine wine.
Yeah, it's like you can't age fine wine.
You can't rush it.
You can't rush fine wine.
Yep. Hey, so you know the spirit, you know, and the scriptures talk about a man being tried, a man of the Lord being tried as gold in the furnace, right? So the furnace, okay, it's not a quick process, okay? It's gonna take time for the Lord to keep refining you. It's not just a one-step process, you know. You have to keep going, and you know, and then, like brother said, then you receive a particular office, and it's your job to keep that office, you know, because you know you can get a particular office, and then you know guys like these guys may want a particular office, and then guess what? The Lord gives you that, and then it shows you can't handle it. You know, you show yourself that you can't handle it. Like these guys be wanting a whole bunch of fruit, you know. You know, guys be wanting a whole bunch of fruit, but then when the Lord give you that fruit, you can't even handle
can't even handle one.
Right.
You know, the Lord put one man up under your wing, you just turning him away.
Right.
You know, but want an abundance of brothers to come up under your rule, but then you got 1 or 2 brothers that's looking for you to guide them now, and you pushing them away.
Right.
You can't even give 1 or 2 brothers, but you want to run a whole camp.
Right.
You know, you want to run the whole nation of Israel, but you don't even want to make the sacrifices to deal with a couple of brothers now, man.
Right.
That's why you just got to fall within the order of things and just flow. Just build, man. You know, and that's always been a problem within the nation of Israel was covetousness, man.
Yeah.
Coveting positions and coveting rank and all of that. It's not what it's about, man. Right. It's about using your office to further the gospel of Yahweh Shema Shah.
That's right.
All right, in whatever way you can do it. That should be your main focus. Further the furtherance of the gospel of Yahweh Shema Shah. Being a better servant. Focus on being a better servant. Focus on being a better minister. Okay? Until Yahweh Shema Shah. Focus on being a better brother towards your Aki. You know, uplifting brothers. You know, giving brothers examples on how to, you know, handle situations when situations come their way. Not to be a coward, but at the same time, not to be a brute beast.
Right.
You know, to carry yourself with power and etiquette, with it, but at the same time is delicate. You know, and that's how you have to serve within the body. Okay, uplift brothers. Tell brothers it's gonna be all right, man. Tell brothers fight through it. You know, lift up the weak, lift up the feeble, man. Strengthen brothers, man. That's what Yahweh Shai did to the disciples. He strengthened them.
Yeah.
Okay. You got something? Come on.
Well, I was just gonna keep going into 12, but real quick.
We pretty much gonna go through that whole chapter. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay. This is I'll go back to verse 5. And there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. And there are diversities of operations, but it is the same power which worketh all in all.
That's right. It's diversities of operations. Okay. Now, like Paul spoke about the dispensation, which we'll get in 1 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. Now, the Lord dispensed certain diverse gifts within his body so that the body can grow and have a good balance. So you're not going to have a body full of helps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to have a body full of just teachers. You're going to have prophets. You're going to have teachers. You're going to have priests. You're going to have helps. You're going to have those that heal you, those that work miracles, those that's mighty in the faith. You know, that's faithful, very faithful. Shows a tremendous amount of faith and lack of just caring for what comes there. Well, you're gonna have just different diversities of gifts according to the dispensation of faith. Okay, go ahead, bro.
All right, verse 6, verse 7. But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal.
That's right. So the manifestation of the gift is given unto that man over time, so that he may profit. Okay, and that word profit is profit. Okay, meaning that word profit goes into gaining.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to gain. You have to gain in this truth. You have to grow. You have to come up on a level. Okay, you have to add. That's what that word profit goes into. Okay, so he gives you that gift so that you can profit within the body. And the body, if you profit in the spirit, the body is going to profit in the spirit. Okay, if you hurt in if you digressing in the spirit, the body is going to digress. That's why the scripture say, what? It's better cut off, if your right hand offend thee, cut it off. Or it's better to sever one member than to lose the whole body, roughly paraphrase.
Right.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
All right. For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit, to another faith by the same Spirit, to another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit.
Yeah, so these are all the different administrations of the body. Now we're going into the different administrations according to the gift of faith. Okay, go ahead, Bob.
It says to another the working of miracles, to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues. That's right.
So these are all the things that helps a church function and have a good balance when it comes to teaching his word. That's why when we on the highways and byways, when we see the spirit on the brother, we have to let that spirit flow.
Yeah.
All right. You can't try to stifle the spirit. The scripture say, quench not the spirit. Okay. Because the Lord may want to necessarily use that particular gift or that particular brother's gift to further the word. He may put the spirit on that brother to step up and speak so that he can use that part of the body. But if you always, trying to quench the spirit ain't gonna flow. And it's gonna cause brothers to kind of, lose that spirit. Okay.
Like I say, it's just like it's a carnal analogy, like in sports, right? You play basketball, brothers that watch basketball or play, basketball, and you got a guy on your team who's usually not the scorer, but this particular game he's has a hot hand.
Right.
Passing the ball, hits a three, like, man, bro.
Right.
Get like 3 shots in a row. You're gonna let him keep. We're gonna keep feeding this guy.
Right.
I'm not gonna take the ball. I gotta get my points too.
Right.
You could very well call your team the game, all because you wasn't feeding the guy who had the hot hand, so to speak.
Yep.
So it's like the same thing at camp. You see a brother that's in the spirit. He's a little more vocal than usual. You're like, oh shit, he's in the spirit. If you in the spirit, you'll be able to identify that, man.
That's right.
You gotta let it flow, man. Don't just jump in there and try to take the shine, so to speak.
Ball.
Yeah, they ball hogging. Your team will end up losing the game. Man.
Yeah, like look at those guys like Terrell Owens and what's the other guy named Dez Bryant.
Right.
They just know how to kill the morale on the sidelines. All because they just throwing a hissy fit because they ain't getting the ball. So they go to the sideline and knocking over the bleachers, kicking the coolers over, yelling at the coaches and the players, just throwing a big hissy fit because they not getting the ball. You know? No, you don't want to be like that, man.
Right.
All right? You don't want to be like that. You want to be that brother that's there, you know, letting that spirit flow according to the office and the administration. Okay? Go ahead.
Okay. And if I could say too, you know, yeah, because this thing is not about, you know, being the star player, you know, being the superstar, you know, and outshining one another, man. You know, that ain't what it's about. You know, we have to actually, you know, we just read it that the spirit, you know, there's diversity of spirit that comes from Yahweh Shai. So, all right, there's different offices. All right, so it ain't about, you know, one brother, you know, in the spotlight, you know, over the next, you know, that's not what it's about. So I'm gonna keep going.
Right.
Like,
matter of fact,
read what you got. Yeah.
Tazawan quoted. I just bring it up. 1 Thessalonians 5, 19 and 20. Quench not the spirit. Despise not prophesying.
Yeah. You know, you don't want to be the brother that's quenching the spirit, man. The brother is hiding the spirit and you just, you know, all on the mic, man. You know, tripping.
Yeah.
The spirit not even on you. You just trying to just go.
Just forcing it.
Yeah, you know, when you don't have to.
Right.
You know, there's other offices, other administrations you can put your hand towards to further the gospel. Okay? So you don't want to quench the spirit, man. When the spirit is on the brother, you know the spirit is on the brother. Give him, you know, precepts. Feed him with precepts.
Yeah.
You know, feed him more of the spirit. You know, then when that spirit calm down, spirit gonna move on another brother, man. Okay?
Yeah. That's right, bro.
And the spirit, you know, it bounces off.
It does.
You know, from brother to brother. You know, so, and like the apostle says, it's like double dutch.
Yeah.
You know, so you know, one man has a turn, you know, where the spirit is on him, then the spirit jumps.
We always say, I always refer back to that lesson about us being David's choir or being Yahweh Shai's choir. If you want to choir, hey, sometimes the Most High might want to hear from the altos or from the sopranos or the tenors.
Right.
You know, remember we the mouthpiece. Yeah, the baritones. You know, we gotta remember that we the mouthpiece of the Lord, man. So how the Lord wants His song to be played, man, we gotta let it come out as such, man.
That's right.
You know,
gotta let it play.
Let it play out.
That's right. You have more on it?
No, that was
okay. I'll keep going. It says, this verse 11. But all these worketh that one and the self same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will.
Yeah, dividing to every man severally as he will. So it's always according to the will of Yahweh Shema Shai that He gives brothers these gifts. Now you're gonna have some brothers that's gonna have more gifts than others because the Lord know that particular spirit could be used a lot more than others. So you have, that's why when you read the scriptures in the parable of the talent, the Lord gave certain men 5 talents, some 10, some 1, right? But each and every last one of those men was responsible for pretty much bringing back more than he received. So if you did get 5 talents, you got to bring back 10. So it's still a even trade at the end of the day. Okay? So if you do have a brother that is a lot more versed when it comes to, you know, he got a balance on the Hebrew, he got a balance on history, he has a balance on prophecy, he has a good balance on exhortation, he has a good balance in the law, he has a good balance in a lot of spiritual things, then know that in return, he's going to be required more in the body. Okay? He's not going to have all of those things and then not you know, going to be able to be used.
Right.
So it's an even trade-off. You have to let the spirit give according severally as Yahweh Shai will. Okay? Go ahead.
God says, for as the body is one and hath many members, and all the members of that one body being many are one body, so also is Mashiach.
That's right. So Yahweh Shai is a part of that same body. Okay? There's many members within the 144,000. Okay? But Yahweh Shai is a part of that body as well. He's the head. So we have to make sure that everything that we do is you know, is pleasing to the head. Okay, period, point blank. That's our function. All right, to make sure that we doing according to the function of the head. He's the brains behind the operation. All right,
right.
So we can't, you know, we can't be the hand and you know and not scratch the head or help the head out. Trying to scratch somebody else's head. You're like, nah, I'm just gonna, you know, your eye hurting, you ain't gonna rub your eye, you're just gonna forsake the head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nah, everything is, you know, when you eat, it go to the head. When you smell, it's in the head. When you hear, it's in the head. When you think, it's in the head. Okay? All of these things work for the head. Okay, the functionality of the body. If the head go, the body go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But we being reattached to our head, so we have to make sure that we are doing this for the furtherance of the head of Yahweh Bashem Shai, the top seat. We got to make sure that our functionality is to push our head. Period. Okay? Go ahead.
Okay. Says verse 13, for by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, whether we be Jews or Gentiles, whether we be bond or free, and have all, it's like it have been all made to drink into one Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
For the body is not one member, but many.
Mm-hmm.
If the foot shall say, because I am not the hand, I am not of the body, is it therefore not of the body?
Right. So just because you may not be a favorable part, okay, you might not be a brother, you know, that, you know, a lot of brothers may not watch your videos. Okay, a lot of brothers may not, you know, remember you, or you may not talk to brothers a lot, or whatever the case may be. But don't for 1 second think that you are insignificant in the body.
Right.
Okay. Don't for 1 second think that you are insignificant. It's all fun. It's all a one body, man. Okay. What the finger would hurt without a nail, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's very important that a finger has a nail. It's very important to keep germs out of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So just think about that, man. You might not be getting 100 views or 200 views like some brothers, but you might be getting 2 and 3 views. But guess what? Them 2 and 3 brothers resonate to your spirit, so you're doing something. That's how you got to look at it, man. Okay?
That's right. Yeah.
It says, and if the ear shall say, because I am not the eye, I'm not of the body, is it therefore not of the body? If the whole body were an eye, where were the hearing? If
Right.
the whole body were hearing, where were the smelling?
Yeah, see? So if everybody was pretty much cookie cutter, or pretty much, pretty much you could grab it off an assembly line. That's just how the Lord is, just a robotic type spirit. Like our robot, you can't make out one from the other.
Right.
Then where's the diversity at? Where's the diversity of gifts? That's what makes the body special and the body function as such, because brothers bring certain things to the table that other brothers may not be able to bring. And that's what makes the body function more. Okay?
That's right.
Just imagine if everybody had the same gift. It'd just be bland, it'd be it'd be through.
Yeah, it'd be off course, off balance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, it's like your physical body. You know, you got different, like you went into before, you got different organs. You got your heart, you got your liver, pancreas, kidneys, like all these different bodily organs serve a purpose, man. You couldn't survive. You just had just your body just a kidney.
Yeah, it's one kidney, and then inside your kidney, you got a kidney that's helping the kidney.
Like it's not gonna,
flow.
It ain't gonna work, man. You're gonna end up dying, man.
Yeah, then you got kidneys in your bloodstream. Like that don't make sense.
That don't make sense, man.
And the Most High made our bodies very intricate.
Yeah.
Where I can't remember how many organs they said they had, but it's a lot of, like, even your skin is an organ.
Yeah.
You know. And so, a lot of things that we, I guess, take for granted of our bodies, right? Like even our pinky, or different things, little things in our body, what we think are little, But it's really a big deal, because if you don't have it, then your body can't function the way that it's meant to be functioned. You got it.
It's like in the book of Judges. I forgot what king it was that had got his big toes and his thumbs cut off. I forget his name.
It was Adonibizet.
Okay.
Yep.
He had got his big toe and his thumbs cut off, the scripture say. And why did they do that to him, man? All right, because basically, you don't have any big toes, man. You don't have any balance. You know, you cut your big toe off. Really, you won't be able to stand. You can't walk. You cut your, you're gonna be through, man. You know, if you cut your thumbs off, you can't really grab. You know what I'm saying? So even like the smallest of our members, now like scripture saying is essential, man. It's important. You know, and that equates to a brother that, like you said, brother, probably don't get a lot of views. He's not as known in Israel, so to speak. He's kind of like in the shadows, but maybe scripture saying the Lord will not forget our works and labor of love, man.
Mm-hmm.
So everything we doing, you know, whether you're a brother that's on the forefront, that's so-called well-known amongst Israel, your brother that's on the back burner, both of them brothers is not going unnoticed by Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Absolutely.
Got it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's a little bit more. But now had the Most High set the members, every one of them, in the body, as it had pleased him. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua has a particular order set up. He has particular offices that he chose, okay, to his pleasing. Okay, it says, and if they were all one member, where were the body, which we were just saying.
Right.
But now are they many members, yet but one body? And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee, nor again the hand to the feet, I have no need of you.
Absolutely. So that goes into brothers that's in certain positions within the body. You have to strengthen those type of brothers, man. You have to let them brothers know you're not insignificant, man. You know, and you can do little subtle things by, you know, commenting on the brother's video.
Yeah.
You know, a younger brother that's, you know, new in the faith and you got a good video. You can do little small things like that. Just comment on his video and say, hey, the water for the video, wow, it was edifying. Or share, you can re-upload it. You can share his video. You know, you can, you know, commend him sometimes. Like, hey, bro, that was a good video. I watched the video. That was a good video. It's little things that you can do to show brothers that, hey, you know, hey, you're not insignificant. You're being seen, man. And that's what a good brother would do. A good leader, a good friend would do, man. You know, it's things like that. Yeah. And that's what it takes in order for the body to grow. You have to, you know, you have to scratch your back, man, in order to satisfy it, man. Yeah. Remember, you one body. You are one body. You know, you are one body. So it's okay. It's okay to give a brother, you know, like Paul. When you read the epistle of Paul would speak highly to some churches, man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Say I was pleased when I came and beheld your order. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, bro, it was a good video, bro.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with, you know, saying, hey, I keep rolling, bro. You know, I see you've been in the spirit. You know, you've been giving diligence. Right. You know, you doing your thing, bro. There ain't nothing wrong with doing that, man. You don't want to do it too much. You don't want to get Jake comfortable, but there's nothing wrong with doing that from time to time, man. You got to strengthen the body some kind of way.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
If I could say, you know, in verse 21, it says, and the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee. All right, which that reminded me of eye-hand. You have eye-hand coordination. All right, and when you go into that word coordination, it says the organization of different elements of a complex body or activity so as to enable them to work together effectively. There's another one that says the ability to use different parts of the body together smoothly and efficiently. All right. So, hey, the body has to be in good coordination. All right. You know, it says the ability to use different parts of the body together smoothly.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're reading. You know, everything has to coordinate. Everything has to fit into its proper place. All right, and work hand in hand. You know, so that you have a system. Okay, just like we go into organs. You actually have an organ system. All right, where one part relies on the next. Okay.
That's right. Yeah. Matter of fact, Matter of fact, as soon as you keep reading, it's going to bring it home in verse 24.
Okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
I keep going to 22. Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's like Tyrone was going into, brothers that are of a lesser rank, so to speak. And the scripture say the parts that seem more feeble, they're necessary, man. All right, they made the analogy about the king that got his thumbs and his toes cut off, man. And those are body parts you wouldn't think, you wouldn't think much of it, but it's very vital to your everyday life, man.
Yeah.
Without those things, you're basically going to be handicapped. So the spirit, these brothers that are in these particular lots, man. Without them, bro, the body is handicapped, man.
That's right.
It's not going to be able to flow and prosper as it's supposed to.
That's right. If I could add to that, comparing it to our, camps. Okay, you may think that, holding camera is not a big deal, or holding up a sign, I'm just insignificant. No, holding posts. No, you're not insignificant, because that's a particular lot that Yahweh Shem Yahushua set up for you to do, and eventually you become a reader and you elevate. But if you feel like, I'm just holding camera, it's not a big deal. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's
capturing the spirit of things. You bouncing around from reading, then you catching, people that's walking past you controlling the spirit, the visual of it.
Right.
What is a rapper without a cameraman?
Right. Yeah.
A nigga ain't shit without a cameraman. You don't know what he look like.
Yeah.
That's why rappers always do what? They get these guys to follow them around with cameras and put they video log of what they call it, vlog, and they just just get them to capture their life, and they do little series and stuff. But who are they without a cameraman? They got music videos, so they can't look down on the cameraman.
Right.
They need him, and that's the same thing with the functionality of the truth.
Right.
Don't ever think that nothing that you do in Yahweh Shem Yahushua is insignificant, man. It plays an important role, man. You have to learn to embrace the full functionality of the body. Everything must be embraced, man. Don't look down on holding signs. If the spirit ain't on you want to pick up a sign, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Hold a sign. If you want to get on the camera, get on the camera. But if the spirit uses you more than others, then you should be a main speaker, a reader, or actually forward in the spirit, because some brothers the spirit use more because they've been purifying and been around a lot longer than other brothers. So the spirit will motivate them a lot more than other brothers.
That's right.
So verse 24, for our comely parts have no need, but the Most High had tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to that part which lacked. Right?
Like I say, it said tempered. It said the Most High tempered the body. If you can look up,
in my Bible it actually says where it says tempered, it says arranged.
Arranged. See, as you said earlier, when you read down, it's going to bring the point home how the Most High brought these different body parts together so that it could function. And then when you read further on, it's going to say that there be no schisms. All right, when something is when it's a schism, that means the body's divided. All right, the Most High is not bringing it together. Therefore, it can't prosper as it's supposed to. Man. But it said that the Lord tempered the body, and He brought all the parts together. Like as you mentioned too, in a system, it's like a functioning system that's working. Everybody's working in a lot, doing what they're supposed to do to reach one goal. Man, that's right. Yep. I got something real quick to add to that. This is 1 Thessalonians 2:6. It says, nor of men sought we glory, neither of you, nor yet of others, when we might have been burdensome as the apostles of the church. But we were gentle among you, even as a nurse cherisheth her children. So being affectionately desirous of you, we were willing to have imparted unto you not the gospel of the Most High only,
but also our own souls, because you were dear unto us. This is Paul speaking to the church of Thessalonica. And he's saying that they gave their own souls, their own spirits, right along with the gospel, because they held the Thessalonians in a dear state. And that's how we have to be towards the members of the body. Okay? Paul said he was gentle among them, man. You know? And that's how the apostles and elders are, man. When the apostles and elders visit certain camps, man, they don't come, you know, in a tyrannical fashion, bullying brothers and talking down on brothers and being all mean and not saluting and, you know, not talking to certain brothers. You know, now, of course, they move with a level of wisdom, and, you know, some brothers shouldn't be just hanging around them like that for, you know, of course, for reverence sake and order's sake.
Right.
But they embrace every brother like, they embrace every brother the same, man. You know, they look, they be like, I like that brother. You know, they help brothers out. They give brothers encouraging words. You know, they say the water. They, you know what I'm saying? They were real gentle amongst the body. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you brothers from other camps can say the same thing, man. Okay, when they come around, man, there's always this pure energy. Is always sincere. Yeah, they always deal with you very delicately and honorably. They make you feel good about yourself in the spirit. You know, they'll correct you when they have to. They'll get on you when they have to get on you. You know, they show that love, man. And that's how Paul and them did. So who are we to come up under them and to do otherwise, man? Right. You know, like I say, just treating brothers all nasty. Right. The Lord don't laugh at that type of shit, man. Right. You know, the Lord mess your ass up. You gotta be careful the things that you utter about brothers and the things that you say in your spirit about brothers, you know, that come up under you, man. You can't despise them younger brothers, man. All right? You were a younger brother at one time. All right? And the Spirit of the Lord dealt with you. Okay? Keep reading now. Hey, y'all be quiet up there. Go ahead.
Oh, God, this is verse 25. It says that there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care one for another. Yeah, if you look at that word schism, it means to basically to have a gap, to divide. You know, yeah. So we're divided. Then how's the spirit gonna prosper, so to speak, man? You know, it said that there be no schisms in the body, man. So if there's a schism, that means that the body is not balanced. The body is in imbalance. You know, it's a problem. You know, it's a defect. You know, we want the body to be running at its optimal levels, man. Peak. Yep. That's a good word. Right. You gotta be at optimal health and peak, man. God. You know. Read that verse again. Verse 25. That there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care one for another. Yeah, have the same care one for another, man. Like you mentioned, you know, we came talking down on brothers, you know, treating brothers like crap. You know, brother might be, you know, a certain way in the flesh. Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, taking on them. That's wicked, man. You know, you know, let's say you have a manager at a job and he's just an asshole. He just always just comes. He gonna mess up the whole environment in the company just by his attitude. The whole company is going to be reflected. And we know that. We know that. I already know you was going with it. I already know. And the brother Kasab, you know, bro. On the comment board, you know what he's talking about, man. You know, these guys, man, that be managers or overseers or something, they just be having attitude problems and they just are like Oscar the Grouch, treating their members like a piece of crap. Bad character. Walking all over the ones that come directly up under them, they just walk all over them, talk to them any kind of way. And then in return, they push that spirit on the workers. Then the workers become disgruntled, man. And everything is just out of whack. The whole course of the building, the whole course of the company is out of whack, man. All because of how you treat the ones that come up under you. You shouldn't do that to people, man. Okay? Now, of course,
you keep a level of seriousness and austerity, and you have to be strict or hard. You gotta be straightforward on when it comes down to the ministry. But just me or any other brother messing with a brother just for the sake of it, because you got the power to do so, man, come on, man.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that you got a superior. We have superiors. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't move in that type of fashion, in that type of way. We have to encourage and uplift the workers of Yahweh Shema Shah until they begin to show themselves to be brute beasts and disorderly.
Right.
Okay. Then you drop the hammer, but just doing it for the sake of it, man. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't how it's supposed to be done, man. We're supposed to be forward in building this truth by pushing out this word, man, uplifting and encouraging each other, man. We've been living in a society where we've always been told we ain't shit. Everybody cussing you out, your mama cussing you out just because you turn the light on. You know, you getting called a black bastard, nigga, smacked in the face just because she can't find a remote because she thinking you lost a remote and she can't watch her TV show. So you can't come at brothers like that when you come into the truth, man. You gotta uplift that spirit, man.
That's right.
Scripture say he set us up to mend the brokenhearted, man.
That's right.
And what's that, Isaiah 61, 63? Say he sent us forth to bring good tidings and mend the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, man. That should be the mindset. You got it, bro.
I had something real quick. Just to lay back what you said about how you got an asshole manager. And his spirit it rubs off on his employees, man. Not everybody in the company is assholes and is off.
Right.
You know? This is Sirach, Ecclesiastes 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Mm-hmm.
As the judge of the people is, let me read that again. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Yeah, so let's say you a brother that, just all mean to brothers all the time. You don't never uplift brothers, encourage brothers. You always down talking brothers. In return, man, them brothers gonna be scared to say shit around you.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna be glad when you ain't around.
Right. Oh man, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You go to work and the manager ain't at work today, like, hell yeah.
yeah.
Nigga sick? Hell yeah, man, shit.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing. Then you have some managers that be cool as hell, and if they miss a day, you like, oh, he all right? Damn, man. It feels different because he ain't there.
Yeah.
Because he a good manager. He'll come. He don't have no problems coming down and helping you out when you get, super busy in whatever section you work in. He'll come help you. He say, hey, you're doing a good job. I'm gonna give you a raise soon. You want to be up under that type of manager, man. At the same time, he holds you accountable to the policy. Mm-hmm. He's still running the company effectively, but he just let he let you be.
That's right.
He ain't breathing all down your neck.
That's right.
Being all tyrannical and being many, like Scripture say, be not many masters.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, this is verse 2 again. It says, as a judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. In what manner of man the ruler of the city is, so are all they that dwell therein.
That's right. And look at Apostle Tahar. Okay? Apostle Tahar is one of the most diligent men in Israel.
Yeah.
Apostle Tahar is one of the most diligent men I've ever seen.
Yeah.
When it comes down to, handling his business, he's diligent, man. He's very diligent, and because he's pushing that spirit out there. Look at Great Millstone, man.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Brothers in Great Millstone is responsible for uploading thousands of videos daily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say at least hundreds. It's over 200 videos being uploaded every day on YouTube by Great Millstone.
Yeah.
Right? We can't even possibly subscribe to all of the members of Great Millstone.
Too much.
And if I go on my subscription feed, it's a constant uploading of videos of various topics, wide ranges of topics. That that living water is spreading through Great Millstone, and that's because our leader, our head, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramla, Apostle Rakar, Elder Natazat, all the elders, Elder Ariala, Elder Yashawamba, you know, Elder Sakaran, all of these elders, they pushing out the spirit of diligence, man.
Right.
And in return, you starting to see younger brothers is coming up under their order doing the same.
Yeah.
So as the head, as the king, so are the people.
Yep.
You know?
And you want to know what's heavy? If I can say, you want to know what's heavy? Really, Apostle Hard, you made a mention how, you know, us brothers in Great Millstone following that spirit, which is why we're in that spirit of being diligent, pushing videos out. But really, too, it even goes further because really through Great Millstone, these other camps had to come out of hiding and start dropping videos, man.
Yeah,
it's true. You go back years ago, Nate, you know, they wasn't doing these live streams and these various videos. They do like drop a video here and there, a little 5-minute clip.
Yeah.
Won't hear about it for 2 weeks. You know, ISUPK do the same thing, upload little clips.
The pace was slow.
Pace was slow, but then Great Millstone kind of
sped it up,
got Israel popping, for lack of a better term. You know, through spirit, of course. Now you see other camps coming out, you know, putting up, which they still ain't gonna be able to keep up.
Right.
But they, you know, through our spirit, through the Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we've kind of revved up that engine. And
yeah,
those other Israelite groups are trying to, you know, latch onto, so to speak.
That's right.
You know,
and you know, real quick, shalom to all of you brothers on the comment board. Rise, Israel, Issachar, the brother Samaj, Yahweh. Hey, shalom, my brother.
Shalom.
You know, KDC, the brother Kasab. You know, all of you brothers that's adding to the spirit, man. Hey, the water and shalom to you brothers, man. Stay strong.
I got that. That's the broken heart.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
It's Psalm 61:1. The spirit of the Lord Yahweh is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
Yeah, the Lord anointed us. The Lord gave us the spirit to do that. Okay, it wasn't of us. You know, it was of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua that we're able to do this. Okay, go ahead.
He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
Go ahead.
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
Yeah, so we're supposed to bind up the brokenhearted, man. All right. So those younger brothers that's in the feeble-minded brothers that's in the body, they're necessary for the body.
Yeah.
You're supposed to strengthen them. You're supposed to uplift. All right. You're supposed to help, you know, build their spirits up. Some brothers have been through all kind of craziness, man, in their life. Parents addicted to drugs. They've been in group homes. You know, it's all, hey man, some brothers, man, have been through a lot, man. Some brothers got they relatives might have got killed, father might have got killed, yeah, mom might have got killed, or whatever the case may be. You know, living in a straight up ghetto and in the hood, you know, been, you know, may have gotten bullied.
They had a real hard life.
Post-traumatic stress,
symptoms.
You know, can't find a woman.
Right.
You know, there's all kind of things that brothers be dealing with and going through. So in return, the stronger brothers are the men that's a lot stronger in the faith. Is our responsibility to encourage and build them up, man. That's why the administrations are important, man. Okay? So that way that brother can you know, be uplifted, and he can forward his responsibility in the body as well, man. He can step more into his responsibility, man. But if you always, you know, and that's some nigga shit, man, for lack of better words. If you always got something negative to say about brothers, and you can only see the bad in the brother, you don't never try to bring out the good in the brother, you know, you might as well leave a camp. You don't need to be in the camp. Right. Okay? You negative energy in the camp. You don't need to be in nobody's camp, man. You need to be by yourself. Okay? If you always had problems getting along with people and things of that nature, it ain't that goddamn hard. Sometimes you gotta look at the elephant in the room. Yeah. You know? You gotta look at the common denominator in all these scenarios, man. Okay? It ain't that everybody else is fucked up. You know? Right. Sometimes it's yourself, man. You gotta take a look in the mirror and stop treating everybody like they just fucked up individuals, man. The Lord said that the Lord gonna grab people in a great number. All right. So you have to know how to, like Paul said, I became all things to all men, so that I may win them in Yahweh Shai. Mashiach. So you have to be like that, man.
Yeah.
You know? But go ahead,
Lamar. Just a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound. All right, yeah, so the scriptures say, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. All right, so, you know, part of our job is to actually open the prison, you know, which this system is a mental prison, okay? Mental slavery, all right? And, you know, part of our job is to actually, you know, give the elect the nutrients to break out, or, you know, the keys to break out of this prison, to break out of this system, you know, to basically live above this society and righteousness, you know? Yeah, brothers got it.
God. Did you have anything, bro? If not, we can go ahead and just finish it up on
yeah, you can finish it up.
That was pretty much all I had on that.
I'll keep going.
Can we get a few more precepts and we'll go ahead and wrap it up?
I think I'll just keep going to 26. It says,
matter of fact, I got one.
Okay.
I got one real quick.
Go ahead.
It's Colossians 1:28. It says, I'm gonna start at 27. It says, to whom the Most High would make known what is the riches of the glory of his mystery among the Gentiles, which is Hamashiach in you, the hope of glory. This is the point. Verse 28. Whom we preach, warning every man and teaching every man in all wisdom, that we may present every man perfect in Hamashiach Yahushua. Whereunto I also labor, striving according to his working, which worketh in me mightily. So Paul was basically saying that all of these things that he was doing was for the benefiting of the body.
Yeah.
Like it tells you in Philippians, the first chapter, Paul said, let all things be done for the furtherance of the gospel. Okay? So Paul, he understood he was a prisoner. He was a minister. Okay? He did all of the things that he sacrificed and the things that he let go. He was doing all of that so that he may win the elect. And a lot of the different churches, they love Paul, man.
Yeah.
They love Paul, man. That's why Paul said in the book of Philippians, he said, when I was amongst you, I was unchargeable because he basically, in roughly paraphrase, he was unchargeable because he watched his behavior. He was gentle among the Philippians. He would say he trusts that he's unchargeable. Matter of fact, let me get it real quick. Okay, I just grabbed that real quick just to bring out the spirit of it. This is
go ahead.
Oh, you got something?
No, it basically says the same thing, but it's in the book of 2 Thessalonians. Paul used to always say that, you know.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
But I think the one I was looking for is in Thessalonians.
Okay,
that's probably the same one.
But you can bring it up.
This is probably it. Second Thessalonians 3 and verse 7. It says, "For yourselves know how ye ought to follow us, for we behave not ourselves disorderly among you." Yeah, that's probably the one.
Yeah, that's exactly the one I was thinking about. Paul said, "We behave not ourselves disorderly among you." All right, they didn't go, "Yeah, you know, I'm Paul of Tarsus,
right?
You know, I'm a Pharisee of Pharisees, a Hebrew of Hebrews." You know, he didn't do that. You know, over there just acting like a big Negro.
Right.
He said he was very careful of his behavior, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yep, it says verse 8, neither did we eat any man's bread for naught, for we it says, but wrought with labor and travail night and day, that we might not be chargeable to any of you. Yeah. It said that we might not be chargeable of any of you. And that's a man of a good report. Okay. And when you are in the body of Yahweh Shema Shai, treat it as such. This is not like Elder Uriah did a video about carrying yourself in a godly fashion. This is not a niggerhood. Right.
Okay, this is a brotherhood. All right. We supposed to be carrying ourselves as godly men. Okay. Our conversation should be godly. Okay. Now, of course, you know, we'll let our hair down. You know, we may talk about, you know, certain things. We may watch a fight. watch a game.
Right.
You know, may talk about, you know, certain things or whatnot, but it ain't gonna, you know, it can't be evil conversation. You know,
Right.
reminiscing on smoking that weed and
No.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just all that old, just spewing out madness and stuff. You gotta watch your conversation when you're amongst, man. Hey, brothers gonna crack jokes, make funny ass jokes, you know, but you gotta be on top of your conversation, man.
Yeah.
And knowing also when to draw the line, you know, even with certain jokes and stuff like that, you know, there also has to be a line drawn because really, you know, you don't really even want to play too much.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
There's some balance with that, even, you know.
Yeah. That's true.
That's right. You know,
I can keep.
Yeah, read a few more verses and we'll close
Okay.
it out.
Pretty much the point of
This is verse 26. And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it. Hey, so like the brother was saying, you know, a few minutes ago, going to the body suffers on behalf of one member. Okay. All right. It says, or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it. All right. So, hey, that goes to show how connected we are in the spirit. Because if one brother, it says, if one member suffer, hey, we all feel that, man.
Yeah.
You know, like brothers that may be financially, you know, struggling, right? We all feel that burden, like, damn, you know, hey, let's see if we can help this brother out. Let's see, you know, we all suffer from that brother's burden.
Yeah.
You know. All right, I'm gonna keep going. It says, now, I'm gonna close on this, but it says, now ye are the body of Hamashiach and members in particular. All right, so you know, we're all one body, okay? You know, verse 12, when you read the whole thing, it goes into being one body, okay? Being different members, okay? Being different diversities of operations, okay? But it reiterates being one, okay? Being together, being what's that word? Coordinate. You know, coordination.
Yep.
You know, working together, working as a whole function.
Unison.
Yeah, in unison. Yep. And that's what it's all about. Is furthering that, furthering the gospel and teachings of Yahweh Shai. That's it.
Yeah, embracing the administrations of the body. Like you see the apostles, the elders, they respect each other's administration. Mm-hmm. You know, you see the level of respect the apostles have toward Apostle Tahar. Apostle Tahar respects the apostles that come up under them. He don't talk down on them, cursing them out on camera and treating them all kind of ways. You know, he's delicate with how he deals with them. Yeah. You know, he you know, the elders, how they reverence the other apostles and the elders, you know, and then how they treat us, they real respectable, they care about us. You know, they gotta be like that, man.
That's right.
You have to embrace what Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua set up, man.
That's right.
Okay? If the Lord put a brother in a particular position, embrace that position and respect that position, especially if you see that brother trying, man.
That's right.
You know, you see that brother trying, man, he trying to do the best he can do. He trying to, you know, give it his all. He's trying to be a good brother. You know, he be going through certain things. He try not to show it. You know, try not to let brothers see him sweat. You embrace that brother's office, man. You let him, you know, you embrace that brother's office, man. The brother put an order out there or a command out there. Don't give him no flat behind it, man. You know, especially if you see him trying. You see the brother giving his all, man. In the ministry, man, you gotta respect that, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right, bro.
Embrace the administrations of the church, man. You know?
That's right.
So with that, you want to say something?
No, that's not.
So with that, we're gonna close it out, and we pray that this was edifying. We hope that this was edifying, you know, for all of you sincere brethren. And we pray that, you know, we was able to demonstrate the spirit of Yahweh Shai to you brothers in truth and sincerity. All right, so with that, we're gonna wrap it up, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Kakadash. Double honors once again to the apostles and the elders of the Great Millstone. Peace, safety, and much love to the elect men, women, and children. Until next time, we say shalom.
Shalom.